The market may still be sideways. It may still be the summer, but there are some opportunities starting to pile up. Plenty of setups that you don't want to miss. We've been looking at trading alpha, of course, indicator from Mr. Wick himself, and it's starting to show a lot of opportunity. Is the halving cycle about to finally ramp up? We finally about to see some action? We'll find out. Stay tuned.
Let's go.
What is up, everybody? I'm Scott Melker, also known as the Wolf of Wall Streets. Before we get started, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. Going to bring on Mr. Wick right now. Things are starting to look okay. Apparently, memes are going crazy on Tron. You know, NFTs. Finally, like I looked, Bored Apes 13.35 floor. They were just 9. I mean, some of the weirdest things that we were waiting for to bubble are starting to pop.
I'm starting to get a little excited, Scott, and it's about time because it's been a boring market up until today. It's kind of looking like something's coming together. So let's dive into it. And yeah, let's start with Bitcoin. Yeah. So here on the Bitcoin chart, you can see here, we have been in this basing structure. But let me tell you why I think we're in a really good environment now. And for just a second, I'm going to switch back here to the dollar. And we're going to just talk about this and then go back to Bitcoin here. You can see the dollar here, ever since it's been on the support. I've been talking about lower dollar pricing, and this has been one of my key things that I'm looking for to give me a sign that there might be incoming liquidity soon. This is one of the conditions that I need to be met, is for a lower dollar. And here we are now touching the next support zone, and I think we're going to go even lower. And again, guys, this is kind of what we need. We need it to get worse before it gets better, and that liquidity comes in. So really nice to see that environment playing out like I wanted. And now we also, of course, see Bitcoin having some action as well. But I wanted to talk about something that I mentioned on my tweets and also on Discord, on the Trading Alpha Discord, is that this structure to me coming down here, okay, making these lows here, popping up, coming down, doesn't look like your typical double bottom from textbook, but to me, from what I've seen a lot of times in crypto, it's a lot messier. This does look like a potential double bottom, and I've been talking about this since last week, and I mentioned that we could see 2 to 3 weeks play out before we get what we need to confirm it, which is a sign of strength. And that kind of looks what's playing out here. Okay, what I'd like to see is the close. So we do have 4 days. This is a weekly chart, so you have to be patient, guys. But this right here might be exactly what I mentioned on Twitter and on Discord. This could be the double bottom playing out, and I'm going to show you a little trick for the first time. So if you guys are catching the show, you're seeing this for the first time here. This is an indicator that I introduced a little bit, maybe 2 weeks ago. Let me show you a little bit how I use it. You can see here how we dip down here and make a little bottom. We pop up positive here, come back down. This is kind of also another way that I identify these double bottoms. Now, what I'm waiting for is obviously a sign of strength, and I'm also looking for the structure indicator to go positive, meaning above this 50% line here. Okay, we haven't done it just yet, but that's what I'm waiting for on Bitcoin, guys, and it's good to see today that we're getting some upside action. I think things are starting to heat up, and in alts, they already are. So if you're okay with it, Scott, let's switch to Matic.
Yeah, Chris did it this morning too when I had him on, and I was like cheering because this is one of my old dusty bags. So and one of my bigger ones.
Me too, Scott. I was in this. Yep, you and I both remember this one. We're way. You know, I don't even want to zoom out because you can zoom out. Yeah, it has a lot of potential. But look here, guys. So we're in this stage 4 downtrend. We test the track line, get rejected. We have a little fake out here. There's no bottom signals, just a little bit of strength in the trend. Starts to weaken. You have a little bit of a double top here. Bottom signal, no green dots, no confirmation. None of the next 2 bars close above the B, and you have more further downside action with red dots. We finally get some green dots after the B is what we're seeing now, and this was our confirmation bar for a confirmed bottom. How we play this, really beautiful double bottom here, and now we're actually getting a consecutive green dot with a sign of strength, exactly what I'm looking for in Bitcoin. It's basically front running it, guys. So that is a play on Bitcoin. When these happen, I do expect a bit of further upside action. It usually hits another resistance point, probably right here, before then hopefully we get another push to the upside. The only thing, there's many things in this market and stocks that I'm liking. The only risk that we have is what happens on rate decision day. So that's kind of what I'm scared about, but you know, we can't play what ifs. So right now, this is looking great, guys. This is a valid setup for Matic, and it looks like one of the strongest in the market right now. So I would definitely consider looking at that. Moving on, FTM. I haven't heard this name in a while. Scott, probably the same.
I've been watching it a bit, but yeah, I own some of this too. So, but yeah, it's not been hyped by any stretch.
I did a few scalp trades for this back in the day, and I was watching it back then, but it was the time that it folded. So yeah, glad
just
to
show you just really quick, because Chris pointed this out earlier, not specifically on this, but aligning with what you're saying. So many of these are breaking these diagonal resistances.
Look at that
as well. Like so many of the ones you're mentioning are doing that as we speak. So
yeah, and you know what's interesting is I got all of these from the screener. I literally did it 5 minutes before I got on the show. I mean, it's that easy. I don't mean to seem like I don't get ready for this, but guys, getting that screener has made it easier. I mean, here's your confirmed bottom. It was really easy to pick up on the screener. Really good. Let's move on to the next one. Render here. Okay, from a larger structure on the daily, I really like it. So let's talk about it. So render is one of my plays. I really like this asset here. You can see here that we went through a stage 2 uptrend, a big messy stage 3 basing, and then eventually a stage 4 downtrend that went all the way to the lows. I do, again, like this structure, like the rest of the market. It's putting in this double bottom formation. Well, let's call it a potential double bottom on this. We want to see a break above the track line and above this resistance. Guys, that would confirm a double bottom on render. And I also like the fact that if we look back here, it's kind of at the same levels that we had this double bottom and a breakout arrow that started that stage 2. So watching render as well, guys. Anytime we have price action below a track line for an extended period of time, and then it starts basing, they call this stage 1 basing. This is exactly what we should be watching for in charting if you're using my methods. And then we're waiting for that stage 2 breakout, right? This long extension. So hopefully we get it. The structure does look good for now. We need that sign of strength. All right, moving on to the next one. We're looking at Dogecoin, the Doge Euro. I actually thought it was USD, so I didn't catch that. Same thing. So
Doge Euro. Get it. That's the trade. Perfect.
So again, same thing. I like the fact that it's been under the track line. It's made, again, this nice double bottom formation. I was telling Scott this. I really like it when it has these little like double tops in the middle of a double bottom. It's actually a little bit confirming for me on the structure. But again, we need a sign of strength. I like the fact that it's almost breaking the track line. This is one to look out for. We're losing red dots. And as you can see here is a little early sign. This is actually going positive. Not much, but that is positive from big negative here. So that's your positive sign on the structure. I'm watching this, guys, for a green dot next. If that happens, this is a very, very good risk versus reward, where you set the stop loss simply under the second leg. Your risk is small, and you might get that stage 2 breakout even higher, right? Since we've been in stage 4 and had a little bit of a failure here. This is a double bottom.
Even better against the dollar, by the way.
Like yeah.
You got the
Show me.
And you got the squeeze, and it's breaking above. It's a little higher above the track line. And
okay, so
bottom's confirmed here too.
See, Scott's getting me excited. That's just like over here. You see how we had this double bottom and then it went into a squeeze shading and a breakout? That's what's happening on Scott's chart. Nice. Okay, guys. So that's okay. So that's Doge. Let's go to the trading off a screener. We'll get 2 more and then we'll go back into stocks. I've been playing stocks. I've been showing some people, and I do like the NASDAQ, but let's jump into the trading off a screener. I'm just going to search for some random ones because I've already got you guys a whole bunch just to demonstrate it. Let's go ahead and pick cryptocurrencies. What should we do? Let's do the 1 hour. Let's do some squeeze breakout arrows breaking out today. That would be good. Let's get some extreme volume. Let's get some confirmation on those breakout arrows. And let's see what the market wants to give us. All right. So here is a list of things that are breakout arrows. Guys, don't just take this if you're seeing this. You have to see it on the chart to confirm the structure. So let's start with the popular ones. Well, let's start with ETH. Okay, the biggest one. Well, probably on the chart. Okay, so we're looking for a breakout arrow, and here we go, guys. You got, again, a nice little structure, breakout arrow, and this is folding up, right? So this is exactly what we look for. Let me go ahead and take all this other stuff off so it's not so messy. While we go through this, because we're looking for just breakout arrows on these, and we'll go try another one. So ETH does look kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and look on the 4-hour chart how it's looking. Yeah, you got your green dot. I would like to see a break above here, guys. So I wouldn't take this, but you want to break above there for anything nice. But let's see if ETH follows Bitcoin. Let's go to the next one. Let's see here. We did just look at render. What you want to look at, Scott? Why don't you pick one for me?
I like to, well, check out OP. It's the first one. because
Okay, let's check out
Mondo's
OP.
been really bullish too generally. But
Oh, look, well, look at that. Okay, so there we have. Did I turn it off here? Okay, there it is right there. Is your breakout arrow. So you can see here that it's formed a little basing. Okay, this is your high, your swing high of your basing, squeeze shading, breakout arrow above the resistance, and this is it, right? So and this is very interesting. So it's if this bar closes, what I like to look at for these, if this bar closes anywhere 50% of this bar, that's a positive sign, and you should see an extension. If it fails at 50%, then you're going to see probably a retest again of the breakout area. It doesn't mean this move is done, but it means you want to watch for two things. Does it have enough power to keep going, or does it do what most assets do and fall back to the track line at that? I'm sorry, to the support.
Resistance support, yeah.
Yeah. And then we're looking for a green dot reaction off of there. That would be your setup on this. But right now it is going through a squeeze breakout arrow, and that's exactly how we find them on the screener. If you guys do want the screener, obviously there at you can look at the comments there, click on the link, and I'll just hit them too right there. You can get the indicators and the screener.
Links right below.
Yeah, everyone knows this, right? So that's where you go, guys, and click on that link. That said, let's just jump back to stocks real quick, and we'll finish off.
Nice.
Looking at the Qs here, Scott, are you in the Qs? Do you like the Nasdaq?
I'm not currently in the Qs directly, but well, I've owned it for a very long time, just averaging in like IRA, but not trading it. But yeah, I mean, I'm massively exposed to tech.
Nice. Well, this I've been talking for a while, and Qs, as if you guys don't know, 50% weighted towards technology. So 100 stocks, 50 of them are technology stocks, right? Your higher stocks, and it does rebalance really well. Anyways, I like this structure right here. I've been talking about this for a while. We got in on this on my Twitter, and I've been saying that this is probably going to melt up all the way till rate decision day, which is exactly what it's doing. I also mentioned that we're looking for a break here of this resistance, and it looks like we're doing that in this past today and yesterday, which is really, really a good sign. The next thing, of course, right, we're going to test the all-time highs. If we don't get bad decisions, rate decisions before then, if we do break all-time highs in the NASDAQ, I think it just melts up. And this ties into exactly what we were thinking with liquidity coming back into the market. The dollar's pushing lower. Risk assets is going to be risk on. And this is a bit more confirmation. It looks like tech QQQs are leading Bitcoin at this time, and Bitcoin is now following, ironically. What do you think about that?
It's possible. I think Bitcoin's just doing its own thing personally.
I know Scott has always said that he doesn't believe no correlation in equities and crypto.
It's not no correlation. It's just like I mean, for the last few months, everything's been going up and Bitcoin's been floating slowly down. So,
Do you think maybe it's just extreme correlations to whenever there's like a really bad situation or good situation that it's all just risk on or risk off?
Exactly right. Yeah. So I think in the big events, obviously everything dumps together or pumps together. But most of the time, I think Bitcoin just kind of does its own thing. And I think Bitcoin, this is just where it should be sideways in this part of the halving cycle. I think, by the end of September, early October, we'll be having a very different conversation. Maybe earlier. I don't know.
Right. Okay.
August and September usually kind of suck though. So we'll see.
Okay. Since we got some time, I guess I'll show you guys something here. PMI. ISM. Okay, let's look at the ISM again. We've looked at this before. It's no surprise. Why isn't it coming up now? Hold on a second. ISM. PMI. Okay.
It's hiding.
Yeah, why isn't it coming up now? It's so crazy. I wanted to show you, but basically, guys, I had a framework on the ISM, and I was going to reveal that today as well if we had time. And basically, I'm looking at September. This next month, or September, is going to probably be, in my opinion, when ISM needs to melt up, or we're going to kind of hit that zone where we're shortening that cycle and we might lose interest. So I'm looking for this Bitcoin price action, this double bottom is actually perfect timing. I think if we break this, we have the dollar going lower and reaches that next support, and we have ISM showing a little bit of an uptick. I think that's all we need to get this party started. And I'm really excited and waiting because this stage 3 has been really agonizing to sit through. But that's my base case here, Scott, with this double bottom.
I think my base case is that we just absolutely fly through the end of 2024 and into 2025. So let's hope that my bias is right.
Now, Scott, can you guys take chart requests on the comments when you do these videos?
Yeah, somebody can throw it. I saw here. Tia, please.
Tia, please. Okay, let's check it out. Let's check out Tia. Okay. We'll do it on Coinbase. Let's do it on Binance. I got a longer running history of coins. Coin time. Okay, so let's look at this. On this, okay, so TIA, and we don't want the high time frame, shade the low time frame. Okay, good. So TIA looks like it's gone through a little bit of a stage 4 downtrend. We try to get some bottoms going here. 0 green dots got rejected. It looks like we're going from stage 4 to stage 1 basing. And guys, I mean, look at this. I mean, double bottom, boom. That little double top that I talked about in the middle of it dips down. And then you can see here, confirmation here with a green dot. So TIA is actually breaking out. Whoever said that just caught themselves a move. And I'll tell you what, if this goes above there and closes above there, that's a really good sign of confirmation. So that's what I would look for. I would wait for this to close. It looks like it's got 13 minutes. If this or the next dark bar does close above here with the green dot and this little structure, I like this a lot. So whoever caught that, probably caught a move for a lot of people potentially. So watch that one, guys. TIA is looking good. Any more you guys got? Let's take 2 more if you guys got them.
Let's see. Ondo, please.
Ondo.
I'm not being biased here. I'm doing the first one I see, guys.
That's right. You've been in. Okay, so let's check this out. Okay, Ondo 2. It looks like the same thing. We're in a stage 4 downtrend under the track line. We do have a bottom signal. Boom, boom, green dot. And this is why Scott said it looks like this market is liking today, man. It's waking up. Yeah. It's been a while since we've caught so many setups. But yeah, this is classic. Red dots all the way down. This is your first green dot on the entire chart. Ondo's looking good on the 4 hour at least. Really good. All right, next one. One last one, guys. What you got for me?
Algorand.
Algo. Okay. All right. I remember when we did that that interview and she came on before me. Was it from Algo?
Okay, yeah, maybe Stacey Warren.
Yeah. Okay, so Algo's looking great on the 4 hour. You can see here, guys. Let's see if we have anything else here.
Wow, that's really going. Jeez.
Yeah, look at that. There you go. So there's your stage 1 basing, squeeze shading in a stage 1 as usual, breakout arrow into stage 2. You're riding the green dots above a green track line. This looks really, really good. It's actually strengthening as it goes higher. So yeah, Algorand looks really, really good. So in this situation, guys, basically, if you're in this move, or let's say you got into this move, you want to set a trailing stop loss, right? And I like to look at a lot of times at the swing highs and swing lows. So if it goes to swing high, swing low, I'm going to put my stop loss under here. Next time it goes up, it makes a swing low, it comes up, I'm going to move my stop loss like that all the way. And that's the only thing you can do on a chart like this, because it looks like it's taken off. Let's look at it on the daily chart. Let's see if we can catch.
I was going to say, yeah,
beautiful.
Really good.
Beautiful. That is really great structure. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Confirmation here on the structure. 2 green dots and a sign of strength. That's exactly what we want to see on Bitcoin. It looks like a lot of the alts are just, kind of front running the structure on Bitcoin, which is really great to see actually. So yeah, Algorand looks great.
Yeah, it looks amazing to me.
All right, man.
I think we're good. We're good. I think, listen, it's interesting though. I think it's kind of like dinosaurs are moving. These are like the old things that people thought would never move, like Algorand, FTM, Matic. Yeah, I mean, these are old darlings of past markets,
Man, and if any of them kind of have any targets towards what they used to be, like Matic, man, so much room to run. Like that chart you showed me from Chris looks really, really good. But yeah, guys, this is the time that you want to look at bottom setups, right? Bottom and squeeze shading setups, because everything's been basing going sideways. So anything breaking out right now is going to show a squeeze breakout. So, catch the screener, catch the indicators and set the alerts, or just catch the show every week. But everything's looking really good, Scott.
I mean, this is like you said, now prep is really easy. Just look at the screener, hit a few buttons, and you're really, really good. It really is amazing at catching these things early, which is,
and
I already liked it without the screener, because it's such a, just see the dots and move, right? It's much easier than drawing lines and figuring it all out. But yeah, if you guys want access to this, it's right down in the comments. Really, it's amazing.
Yeah. Trading alpha is right there in the comments. And I also just gave the screener to Shardy. Shardy's got the screener now too. So
I bet she's loving it.
I'm waiting for some feedback from her. Yeah, because she does the lower time frames, and I do kind of the mid and higher time frames. So I'm looking for some good feedback. But yeah, that's it for today, Scott. I really enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to many more shows going forward where it's not as boring.
It's going to get so much better, man. Yeah, follow him on X, follow him on Twitter, whatever we're calling it. You have to _hedge_, because he shares a lot of these setups there as well. All right,
Appreciate it,
thank you so much.
Thanks,
See you
guys. Take care.
soon.
Cheers.
Bye.
Let's go.